Welcome, Paul.
Thanks, Kate. Woman Jika, and welcome. My name is Paul Wyborn. I've been training pilots at RMIT for about 3 years. I'm one of the flight instructors at the Point Cook campus, and today I'm going to talk to you about our exciting aviation programs at RMIT. Aviation is a vast sector industry. It covers military, civil and general aviation and all the enabling infrastructure, including airports and air traffic control. The largest sector, civil aviation, connects people, goods and countries and is recognised to provide a vital role in both social and economic development. In 2019, commercial airlines logged over 45 million flights and carried over 4.5 billion passengers. That's more than half the world's population. This was made possible by approximately 5,000 airlines operating 25,000 civil aircraft over a global route network of several million square kilometres. I hope that's enough motivation for your students to get involved in this vast and exciting industry through one of our aviation programs. Enrolment in either the Bachelor of Applied Science or Associate Degree in Aviation opens up opportunities to becoming either a professional pilot or undertake an exciting career in a range of operational, managerial and planning roles. RMIT have been involved in aerospace and aviation for over 75 years, and RMIT Flight Training have been training pilots for over 25 years. With this rich history, we are able to offer a practical and industry-focused approach, which provides graduates with the skills and behaviours they need to be effective and successful. One of the ways we deliver this industry-focused approach is through our partnerships with various organisations you see on the right of the screen, Qantas and Jetstar. And I'll be talking a little bit more about our partnership with Qantas later in this presentation. Today I'll be talking mainly about our pilot programs, but for the non-pilot program you see on your screen, the aviation management stream, this is a 3-year program which allows considerable flexibility through a total of 6 electives that enable you to follow a particular theme, such as developing language skills, should you so wish. So why RMIT for pilot training? RMIT is a globally recognised university. We rank 55th globally on the graduate employment rate, and students have the choice of 2 flight training locations, one in Melbourne's west and one in Bendigo, 90 minutes from the CBD. Both have excellent proximity to airspace necessary for flight training and good all-year weather conditions for flight training at our Bendigo location. And I'll be talking a little bit more about these locations shortly. The pilot programs involve full-time study either at Point Cook or Bendigo campuses. Students will graduate with a CASA, or Australian Civil Aviation Safety Authority, issued recreational, private and commercial pilot licence. Those completing the associate degree will, in addition, get to choose between either a command instrument rating or a flight instructor rating. That's what I do. During the programs, pilots are taught everything from navigation to the behavioural aspects of aviation required to operate in a commercial aviation environment, such as critical thinking, decision-making, leadership, teamwork, and threat and error management. Our fleet is a modern fleet of 21 aircraft, with a new fleet arriving later in 2021. All of our fleet have modern instrument packages in what's known as a glass cockpit configuration. We also have 4 flight simulator training devices split across the 2 bases. The associate degree in aviation is conducted at Point Cook or Bendigo. Our Point Cook campus is located at the oldest operating Air Force base in the world. We occupy part of the Royal Australian Air Force building. Apart from the occasional military and civil aircraft, RMIT Flight Training are the main users of the airport, giving RMIT students a unique advantage over the type of airspace usage you might find at other, more busy airports. Our Bendigo campus has seen recent local government investment in the airport. and which has seen upgrading of the airport facilities, including the terminal building, as well as a brand new 1,500 metre long runway. Our campus features a 2,500 square foot hangar and classrooms and the same technology seen at Point Cook campus to deliver theory classes either remotely or face-to-face. The Bachelor of Applied Science Aviation is carried out at Bundoora campus. At Bundoora campus, we see lots of space with modern facilities and lecture theatres, lots of open space, lending itself for opportunities to fly drones, and they also have simulators, but these are primarily used for research purposes. Let's now meet Kerry Phillips and take a look at her experience of undertaking the course. Kerry took part in an Airbus-sponsored Fly Your Ideas competition. Her team made the finals in France. They had proposed a novel firefighting aircraft based on the Airbus A400M. They were flown to Toulouse and hosted by Airbus. And after all 5 groups had presented the concept studies, Kerry's group came second. There was a cash prize and, of course, a whole bunch of kudos for Kerry and the team, and, of course, RMIT. Kerry's now chosen the piloting stream and is working towards a commercial pilot licence. Kerry is a STEM advocate, which aims at promoting the disciplines of science, technology, engineering and mathematics to members of the community whom are underrepresented in those disciplines. She is also a Women in Aviation advocate, which aims at the promotion of women's involvement in aviation from aero clubs through to airlines. Kerry is also involved in the educational promotion of STEM with Indigenous peoples. Whilst COVID-19 has seen a downturn in the industry, this appears to be temporary, with industry recoveries set to get underway over the next 2 years. Boeing forecasts over 248,000 new commercial pilots will be required by 2039. And that's just in the Asia-Pacific region alone, and over 763,000 pilots required globally. Of course, this is good news for those considering commencing their studies in the next year or two. Our partnership with the Qantas Future Pilot Program is through the our partnership with Qantas is through the QFPP, or Qantas Future Pilot Program. This is a 2-year mentoring program which gives eligible candidates exposure to Qantas personnel from the chief pilot of QantasLink, captains and first officers of their Q3 and 400 operations, through to flight operations personnel. They run development programs throughout the duration of the course. Successful candidates who meet the eligibility criteria may be offered an opportunity to attend the Qantas Airline Transition course, and upon successful completion, they may end up with a letter of offer for employment at QantasLink. Post-pandemic, domestic demand for air travel is likely to recover first, so now is a great time to launch a career in aviation. From pilot to chief pilot to airline management and airport planning, these programs create great pathways into some very exciting careers in aviation. Let me end by saying thank you for taking the time to hear about our aviation programs at RMIT. Thank you.